All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome back for the second episode of Capes and Commentary. I'm Carlos Collects Comics. Welcome to my channel. I'm excited that you're here, that we get to hang out tonight because tonight we're going to be talking about the GOATs. This is the GOAT episode, and that's right. You're going to be throwing in some your input in the chat as we get up and running. Thanks for being here tonight. We're going to be talking about the GOATs, the greatest of all time. I got a cool list here of a bunch of different things, and we're going to be talking through each of them, and I'm going to be getting your input about what do you think are some of the GOAT items. Before we do that, though, let me just go ahead and welcome you to Capes and Commentary, and let you take a look at we'll go and run this intro. We'll be right back in a second. All right. Hey, so let me go ahead and drop, let you know. So this is Capes and Commentary. This is the Wednesday night live stream here on the channel. This is going to be every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Central. Looking forward to seeing you there. For these, got a bunch of different cool stuff lined up, and so make sure that you are here with us. Expensive Paper Showcase is happening on the second and fourth Fridays of the month at 9 p.m. Central. We're doing Expensive Paper Showcase. That's a live sales and comic auction show. But then on the other 2 weeks of the month, I'm going to be premiering brand new top 10 videos for some really cool comic characters. First up out of the gate, we had the top 10 X-Men comics that you can add to your collection. This video has gone live and is here on the channel. You can find it in a couple different lists. Right now, the one that just went live this past week was top 10 Invincible comics that you can consider adding to your comic collection. This is a great way to build up your Invincible collection. And man, hey, some of these Invincible books have gotten pricey. Like, they are crazy high price. Watch the video and check it out and see what you think and which ones of those, if any, you might be on the hunt for. But coming up this Friday, and it's going to be early for channel members, but coming up this Friday is the top 10 Predator comics to consider adding to your comic collection. Look, I'm a big fan of the Predator franchise. I think it's one of the best franchises to come out of the 1980s. And I love seeing all the new Predator content that's coming out. Not just comic books, but the new movies that they're dropping, whether it's animated or live action. They've really done some great work with bringing the Predator franchise into the 21st century. So I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes from here. Hear all kinds of different whisperings and things, but if you want to get some really cool recommendations for Predator comic books, then this is the video that you're going to want to check out. Again, like I said, on Fridays at 9 p.m. Central, you will always be able to count on finding a video to watch, whether it's a live stream or a scripted video like a top 10 video. But then after the top 10 videos on the first and third Fridays, we're having our members only live stream, which is Carlos and Friends, and that'll go live on those first and third Fridays. There'll be a top 10 video that'll go first, and then the members only video will go after that. So make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. Make sure to drop a comment and say, hey, I didn't know about that thing, or tell me more about this, because I do try to still answer all the comments that I see. Sometimes YouTube doesn't show them to me, but I still try to watch all of them. But hey, I'm glad that you're here. Let me go ahead and run this quick promo for channel membership, and then we're going to go ahead and get diving in. I'm going to do some chat shout outs, and then we're going to get into the meat of the episode. All right, here we go, folks. Check this out. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Carlos, and I want to tell you about a very important way that you can help support the channel by becoming a channel member here on the Carlos Collects Comics channel. We have two tiers of membership. the Man of Steel, which is priced at $4.99 per month. And what that gets you is exclusive access into the channel member only live stream, Carlson Friends, which is on the first and third Friday of every month. The other channel member tier that we have is the Dark Knight member tier. For $14.99 a month, actually gets you a quarterly care package picked out by me of books that are sent to you. It's the best kind of mystery box because it's shaped around the questionnaire that you answer to give me information. So please consider becoming a channel member here on the Carlos Collects Comics channel. Thanks. All right. Hey, so make sure, like I said in the video, make sure and check out the options for becoming a channel member. Some great value in those. Got some cool stuff here. I see a bunch of comments here in the chat, and I want to go ahead and run through those. First up, El Green Machine dropped in at 8:06, so an hour early, a full hour early, a little over an hour early. Dropped in to say hi to everybody. Let's see, Fallen Angel Emma Dudley says, good evening, everyone. Happy new comic book day and happy I Heart Horror Day. Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. That's cool. Very, very neat. Emma Dudley, of course, always drops in with the social media holidays and what's going on with those. She's got like a magical calendar or something because she's always got the newest, latest ones with what's going on. Let's see. She says, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share it with your family and friends. That's right. And maybe you have somebody or know somebody who is interested in comic books. Well, hey, this is a great channel for them because this channel is aimed at beginner, intermediate, and even advanced comic book collectors and readers. Whether you're brand new to the hobby and just want to get a little bit of starter information, or maybe you've been collecting for quite some time, there's something on the channel for everybody. So make sure that you're subscribed and that you are here connected and with us. Wolverado is dropping in another shout out, another one of our channel members. We do have the channel, several channel members that are hanging out here. Hey, Vic DiGiovanni, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Andrew Kai, brother from down under, good to see him as well. Vic, I love all the Predator files that have dropped recently, talking about Epstein, of course. Oh yeah, there's a lot going on there. All right, Gerald Yates, what's up? I got the Unthinkable issue, and now I want to add Anissa's first appearance because of your video. Yep, he watched the Top 10 Invincible Comics video, and he got to hear about Anissa and about her first appearance, and that there's some other books there as well. Like I said, the Invincible run has exploded in price and popularity, so there's a lot of cool keys to pick up from that. Yep, here we go. Our reminder that Emma Dudley is leaving on her cruise Friday at 3. Emma, man, I know you've been looking forward to this for months, I think even longer. So, hey, we're going to miss you while you're gone, but I'm excited that you're going because you deserve it. So go enjoy. I know there's a Marvel night. I think the whole thing is a Disney cruise, but it's a Marvel night. So lots of cool stuff on that cruise. So Emma, you make sure and go and have a great time. Wolverado says, Prey was a nice reboot, reestablishment of the franchise. Some of those other movies were hot trash. Yeah, they were. I was a huge fan of the Alien vs. Predator comic books and the Alien vs. Predator video game. The movies, I don't know, the movies were missing something. They were missing a lot, to be honest. They had Lance Henriksen. That's a plus. But they weren't, I don't know. The movies weren't that great. And then, yeah, some of the new Predator, the attempts to revive the franchise were not that great. Let's see, The Predator was not very good. I wasn't a big fan of that one. Predators was cool, but it was kind of the same thing that we've dealt with before. I really liked Prey. I was a big fan of Prey. I felt like that actually did the best job of capturing the spirit of the original. And I love that they did a different era than modern or future. It's great stuff. So that was a good movie. Predator Badlands, whole different spin on the franchise. Really cool stuff. And then the animated series, Killer of Killers, I think is what it was called. Excellent Easter egg at the end. So I'm really looking forward to that and seeing how they factor that in, because I've heard rumblings about it. But yeah, it's some good stuff going on with it. So make sure you check out the video. I had a really good time putting that one together. It actually gave me some books to be looking for. If you're joining us late and you're not sure what I'm talking about, this Friday at 9 p.m. Central, the top 10 Predator comics video is going to go live. And yeah, it's self-explanatory. Predator in comic books, really cool stuff. Some great different types of videos mixed all through. And there's one set that there's a couple sets that I really want to find that are in there that I have not gotten yet, but I want to add them to my collection after doing the research for the video. Let's see. Okay, yeah, comments. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I see everybody. Okay, here we go. El Green Machine, Dark Knight is the best. What's up, Thunder Gods? Thunder God Comics. Just sub. Great to find the channel. Hey, man, glad that you're here and that you're hanging out with us. Welcome aboard. El Green Machine, he is such an overage. All right, glad to see y'all. Got to join the familia. It's been awesome. Member for 29 months. El Green Machine, 26 months. Not sure if you remember, we've auctioned show together. Yes, yeah, I do remember you. Glad that you're here and hanging out with us. I have a good mid-run of stack of Invincible. Need to see what people are looking for. Hey, people are looking for all of them. All of them. Watch the video and check it out. And then, yeah, there's keys. The neat thing about the Invincible run is there's keys scattered all throughout. So some of the values can go really high. And some of them can go a little bit lower, but just like The Walking Dead in its prime, yeah, lots and lots of good stuff in there. What's up, Mr. Tism? I think I'm saying that. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Hey, you're a special Twitch viewer. Thanks for watching us over on Twitch. I don't have a whole lot going on Twitch, but I try to still cast capes and commentary over there. Let's see. Gerald Yates says, I wish I knew about your cruise 6 months ago so I could have started losing weight to fit in one of your suitcases. Man, you should. That would be fun. What do y'all think? Would a Carl's Collects Comics cruise be something you do? And I'm not saying like themed around me, but just like everybody on a cruise together. Because it was kind of cool. I think it was 3 years ago or so when everybody was at a small local convention, Strictly Con, the Pop Culture Con, and it was it was kind of like a reunion. Everybody was there in person, got to see everybody, shake hands, say hi. So it was cool stuff. Thank y'all all for being here tonight. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start it off with I don't have a title card for it yet, but this is a segment that we've been doing segment that we've been doing here on the show that we continued over from the giveaway show because I really enjoyed it, and so we're going to continue doing it. It's called Retro Reader Review. So give me just a second. I'm going to reach over here and I'm going to grab one of these books. So this one, most everybody has, let's see. Okay. Let me grab this. Okay. All right. So back in 2000, what year was this? This is 2000 and, no, I think it was. Okay, yeah. So back in 2002, mind you, this was about a year. This was a little over a year before the first issue of Invincible dropped. It dropped in January of 2003. This dropped about a little over a year earlier. So I think it was 2001. But this trade paperback was from 2002. I have two copies of it, two different versions of it, but I can't speak highly enough about it. And the great part about this is that it is all ages. So for tonight's Retro Reader Review, my recommendation is Ultimate Spider-Man Power and Responsibility. This is the platinum edition here, and then this is the regular one. But this is Ultimate Spider-Man Power and Responsibility. So this comic book, this launched the Ultimate line from Marvel Comics. And what it basically aimed to do was to freshen up the basic core characters of the Marvel Universe for a brand new audience, for a younger audience. This was the precursor to the Absolute line of comics, like Absolute Batman, the current Ultimate run. This was what kicked it off. This first arc. It was written by Brian Michael Bendis with artwork by Mark Bagley, both legendary creators. And the great thing, it didn't stray from the original origin story of Spider-Man. It took it and it updated it for modern times. So we had Spider-Man in modern clothing. It spread out his origin, gave it a fresh new feel, and reintroduced all the characters that we've come to know and love from Spider-Man lore, but brand new for the 2000s. Here's a look at Osborn Industries. Now, also, the Ultimate Universe was part of what helped to spawn the MCU as we know it, because they literally patterned Nick Fury in the Ultimate Universe after Samuel L. Jackson, and they actually reference him in the actual storyline. But the thing that kicked it all off, I'll probably do some additional retro reader reviews about those other titles. But the one that kicked it all off was Ultimate Spider-Man issues 1 through 6, which is collected here, or 1 through 7, and it's collected here in Spider-Man, or in this Power and Responsibility collected trade. There he is fighting against the first one, the wrestler. Here he is in the first version of his suit. So it was fresh, it was new, and here's the crazy part: is when you read it, Ultimate Spider-Man from 2001 still holds up today. It's still a great story. It's still a great freshening up of the original lore of Spider-Man. It doesn't change it doesn't change the big stuff. I remember reading it with some friends at the time, and we were talking about, wow, what if it's Uncle Ben that lives this time and it's Aunt May that dies? What if, just kind of like what they did with the movies, the current movies. But we said, what if that's what happens? But they didn't. They stayed very faithful to the basics, but they did change some other cool stuff. They updated some stuff. They modernized some things. So this was a great run, the entire run. But for tonight's Retro Reader review, my recommendation is Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 1, Power and Responsibility, circa 2001. So make sure that you check it out, and let me know what you think in the comments below. All right, let's go ahead and keep it moving on. I see some additional comments here. Brazoria County Comic Con is coming up on February 28th and March 1st in Lake Jackson. Very cool. I just looked up Pop Culture Con. It's March 14th to the 15th. That's right. The Ultimate line walked so the MCU could run. Yes, absolutely. This sums it up perfectly, Vic. It did. The Ultimate line was really the blueprint for. There's so much that carries over from the Ultimate line that didn't exist in the main Marvel universe, but that carried over straight into the movies. The Triskelion, SHIELD's headquarters, that did not exist before it debuted in the Ultimates comic book. The cross-pollination of the different characters coming together in the Avengers, there was a lot of seeds that were taken out of the Ultimate comic book. The overall philosophy of a team that fights amongst itself, but there was a lot of the more tame things were pulled from the Ultimates comic book. There was some very edgy stuff in that comic book. It was definitely not an all ages reader. Let's see. I'm really enjoying the current Ultimate Spider-Man. Sad to see it end. Same. I love the idea of a grown-up Peter Parker and his two teenage kids, and that whole kind of dynamic. But I don't know. Marvel keeps ending their Ultimate Universe instead of keeping it going. I think they should keep it going and just let it keep running. Joffrey Castro, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Cap being able to wear non-pirate boots. That's right. That's right. He had a much more tactical comic book or a much more tactical combat feel to him in the Ultimate. But yeah, I'll have to make sure and do that. And I'll have to make sure on a future episode of Retro Reader Review, I'll have to make sure and go into the rest of the classic Ultimate line. It's crazy to think classic, but it's a 20-year-old storyline, 20-year-old comic book now. So good stuff on that. All right, so let's go ahead and let me get into. I didn't have a lot of pickups a lot of comic book pickups. I have not been to the comic shop this week. I did pick up a couple of new books. I'll go ahead and show them to you because we got the time for it. Cool stuff here. Okay, so Defenders of the Earth. I picked this up last week. Defenders of the Earth #1, Dark Destiny #1 from Mad Cave Studios. So, you probably have caught on by now if you've been watching the channel for even like a couple of episodes. I am a huge 80s cartoon comic fan. And so Defenders of the Earth, Dark Destiny #1 is the latest continuation of these characters. So this is Flash Gordon, Mandrake the Magician, the Phantom, and Lothar. This was their team-up book, but then one cool thing is that Mad Cave Studios is also they're doing a solo Flash Gordon comic book. I think I showed it on Instagram. I just picked up there's a new Phantom comic book. I've got issue #1 for that one. It's around here somewhere. I don't know. I haven't filed some of these books away yet, but there's some good ones in here. Anyway, I'll get to it. But yeah, so they did a Mandrake solo, a Phantom solo, and a Flash Gordon solo comic, and then I think they had a Defenders of the Earth main series, but then this is called Dark Destiny. So I think this is a limited series, but this is a cool one that I picked up. Also, let's see, Batman. The latest Batman came out. This is issue #5. The Ojo Strikes. Kind of a cool Minotaur. I think made first appearance in the last issue. And then this is the biggest pickup. Now this was equal parts my most exciting, but also most disappointing pickup. You're gonna get to see it first. It's going live on Instagram, I think tomorrow and Friday. So this is a connecting cover Transformers set from Gabriel Del Otto. Carnivore Comics did these. Each one had a limited print run of 1,000. This is Energon Universe #1, the 2024 special. This is Transformers #8, but there's this really cool connecting cover set that I picked up. Sadly, the Megatron is flawless. It's a beautiful book, in perfect condition, pristine. The Optimus Prime, it has a little bit of scuffing and a tiny bit of gouge to it. Like you can't even see it to the naked eye, but when you get it out of the bag, you can see it. So I'm disappointed because I was going to get these signed by Peter Cullen and Frank Welker, but they're not. That Optimus Prime, I don't know. I'll have to show it to my presser. I'm a tad upset with the online seller that I bought it from because I thought they were both near mint pluses, but it is what it is. It happens, right? It happens. So those are just a few pickups. I don't have a lot of them. All right, a lot of pickups. Original Ultimate storyline was better than most of the 616 main universe. Yeah, no, I mean, still, it does beat it. Phantom, I love connecting covers, dope Transformers covers. They are. They're really sweet. I mean, that's why as soon as I saw them, I decided to go ahead and pick them up. I try not to get into variant covers too much because it's like a bottomless pit. But I went ahead and got those, and then they came in. I'd been holding them with the seller, but yeah, I ended up, you know, I ended yeah ended up ended up the yeah, it was kind of it was a bummer. It was a bummer. All right, let's see. What signing were you planning to get the Transformers signed at? I don't know. I don't know. I had them kind of on. I had claimed them a long time ago in a sale, an online sale, but they were just sitting with the guy waiting. Um, I was gonna have had them brought in, but then I think either one of the guys, either Peter Cullen or Frank Welker, got sick. They were both set to appear at the same event, um, but one of them got sick. They didn't make it, and then that one didn't make it. So then it wasn't worth it cost wise for me to try to for me to try to make it happen. So it's one of those things. It happens. It happens. So, all right, one quick piece of comic book news that I wanted to cover before we get into it, because it is already 9:30, and we've got just a little bit of time going, or a little bit of time left. In case you didn't know, this took me by surprise. Image Comics decided they released news, I think a week or two ago, that they were having Invincible crossover covers for the entire month of March, and I was just like, wow. I mean, because it completely took me by surprise, and so I wanted to show those off to y'all real quick before we get started. So go ahead and check this out. This is the gallery. And here I'm going to minimize this first so everybody can see it. And actually, I'm just going to put this up by itself. This is a really cool collection that they've got here. It's a ton of Invincible homages for different comic characters in the Image line. Battle Beast has, a crossover Invincible month. And so it's the whole month is Invincible. Some of the cool standouts, Die has this Invincible crossover. Let me see. Feral, this one is a pretty sick one, because this is Tony Fleeks doing the artwork on this one. I'm going to try to track down a copy. Oh, no, look, here's the Geiger one, which I don't even know that that's accurate. I don't know that Geiger could take on Thrag. I don't even know that that's realistic. Here's the G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero one, which I really like, this crossover. And then here is the G.I. Joe Energon Universe one. I wasn't a big fan of this one. Here's the Hyde Street one, which is incredibly funny and on the nose. This one, I think, though, is the favorite. It's a Hulk 340 homage. It's Rook Exodus number 10. I'm picking this one as the one. I'm trying to get copies of it to put in channel member boxes, but no promises, because I haven't been able to track it down yet. Here's the Spawn one, which is kind of cool to see him up against Conquest. And then let's see, here's Redcoat. which is it's another wraparound kind of covering the other one. So let's see. Here's Youngblood, which is kind of cool. Of course, it doesn't show any feet because Rob Liefeld. And then the Department of Truth, the Department of Truth one is sick. This is just a sick looking cover. So cool. You see White Sky. I don't know anything about that. Oh no. Oh yeah. Here's Void Rivals. Yeah. So all the titles did this. Witchblade. That's kind of cool. But yeah, all the titles in Image did this. Here's the Transformers one, which I'm trying to get that one also. But yeah, just cool stuff. This is, like I said, this is the Image, or this is the Invincible month variant lineup for all of the Image Comics titles during the month of March. So so keep an eye out for it, just so y'all know that these are out there. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. I have a dozen Transformers books. I want them to sign that include 2 sets of the connecting covers you have. Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good books for them to sign, including Transformers #1. But yeah, it's cool stuff. Let's see. Right on. Yeah, I like the Crisis cover. Yeah, that Crisis cover is cool too. Yeah, I'm on the lookout for it, El Green, because as soon as I saw it, I knew, okay, he's going to want that one in his box. But I'm still trying to track it down. The one comic shop that I work with that does online ordering never seems to be able to get books, and they don't really communicate with me about it. So I just kind of, I don't know. I don't think I can really count on them for. I don't think they can service what I need. Those variants are worth a gallery. They really are. There's some really great stuff mixed in here. All right, folks, let me go ahead and fold that down. Thanks for watching tonight. I'm going to go and close that out. And let me go and bring out somebody who rolled in. He's here, folks. Paul Comics is dropping in. He's going to help me get things started with the GOAT episode, because that's what it is, the GOAT episode. All right, so let me go ahead and bring him out. All right, Paul, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's going on, everyone? Your boy came a little late because your boy just grabbed a bunch of stuff. I think Carlos gonna cry.
The hunt never stops. Never stops. All right. Good night, Carlos and chat. It's late here and have to. Hey, Thunder God, thank you for being here tonight. Make sure every Wednesday and Friday at 9 you can find quality program here. So you can find quality comic programming here. That Department of Truth is pretty cool and dark. I think so. Right? Yeah. You aren't kidding, Vic. I hope we get some at my LCS. Hey, Emma Dudley, you and I need to talk, because if you do, I'd like to snag some of them. Oh boy, it's Paul now. I can't leave. All right, thank God. Well, we aim to please. I'm glad that you're here with us. All right, folks. So hey, we're going to go ahead and we're going to be talking about the GOAT. Wait, Paul. Let's do Paul's pickups right now. Let me hang on. Let me give him his theme song. First, hang on. Let me hear. All right, folks. Here he is. Paul Comics. Don't start just yet, Paul, because that's it right there.
Oh,
all right, okay. And then here's the official Paul Comics song. Here, wait, hang on. Let me see if this is it. Very mellow. Very cool.
Do you want me to start with what I picked up today?
Yeah, let's see the pickups.
All right, so I picked up these books. I still got to read back and board them, but I got here a little late. But yeah, picked up some nice books today.
Ooh,
All right, got that. Orange Lantern, I believe. I picked up these books because I really like these.
Oh, okay.
So y'all know I have not rebagged and boarded them yet. Just got here. This is my favorite.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one.
You know I did.
Oh, okay.
So they may be available on expensive paper next week.
And I'm sure they're not going to be cheap. Oh my gosh,
I don't
here
know.
we
They
go.
might.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And this one is David Finch.
I have never seen that before. What comic is that on?
Action Comics 897.
I've never seen that one. Like I've seen a bunch of these before, but I've never seen those.
I got to rebag
I
the
have,
board.
I have the Blue Beetle and Shazam ones. Are you kidding me?
Man, this. Well,
Are you? What are you gonna do? What do you
Leave
mean?
with your boys out there.
No,
This is
stop,
Alex Ross.
No, go back. Go back. I'm not gonna let you show that and not. No, we're gonna get into this right now here live on the air. All right, I need that comic book.
It might be on expensive paper.
You need to put it on expensive paper.
Look at that first print, baby. Y'all gotta be careful. There's some like
yeah.
Stuff, but real deal.
What do you think the condition? Just rough look, because I noticed some dings on it.
Yeah, it's got a few dings on it right here.
Yeah. Ah, okay, I got you. All right, but I'll bet I can guess where you found that in a comic shop.
I actually didn't find these at a comic shop. But...
What?
Nope.
Did you go to a rummage sale?
Went to like a resale shop.
What?
Yep.
You probably bought that whole stack for like $10 or something.
Maybe I bought the whole stack for.
Oh, what? You've got that? You've got number 2 also?
Yeah. It just keeps going, guys. And then you could send it in for this action figure.
right, yeah. Because that's still good though, right?
Yeah. While Carlos is sleeping, your boys out there. That's number 0.
Jeez.
That's another number 0. I like this cover, so I picked it up. Beautiful Venom cover. I got this with the poster. Look at that.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow.
Like I said, I haven't rebagged and boarded them. I just got here. And I was like, oh, I'll be on.
Wow.
This one's Cap 600. Alex Ross. I've been looking for this book.
Yeah, no, Vic, those are big books. Oh, nice.
50. Alex Ross.
Yeah, they're big books. Oh yeah, I remember that.
This one I had to put in the bag and board, but that one.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Jeez.
Oh, we got some more. I didn't know about this one, but I picked it up.
Oh, that's cool.
666.
Yeah, Duncanville Bookstore. In he's up north.
So I got these.
Oh wow. Oh, is that all 4 of them?
Yep, all 4. Yep.
The photo covers too. Jeez.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. They're all photo covers.
Yeah.
Photo variants. Wow.
Your boy had it. And then I already showed me. So your boy went to another spot. Oh, actually, from that place, I got these.
Well, he's about to lose him.
From that same
Were
place. All,
these all the same place?
yep.
Jeez. Oh, I
Love it.
used to have that one. Is that a big deal? That book?
Not really. It was just a third printing. I think it goes for like $5 to $10. So your boy went to another spot because Carlos and everybody sleeping. Your boy's out there getting them.
Oh my
I haven't
gosh!
bagged and board any of these. Love this cover.
Mm.
This is the Lady Liberties, I think. Invaders.
That was such a cool series. I love that one because I had that as a kid.
And then the
Mm. Are the coupons?
Get
Are the coupons still good, Paul?
Yep, they're still good. First meeting between Iron Fist and Cap.
Oh wow!
So I was late, guys, but your boy's out there while Carlos and Jen are sleeping. I'm out there. I like this one with the Sentinels on the cover. Champions. There's Ghost Rider, Black Widow, Angel.
Oh yeah.
Lee's. And then this is the Magneto. Got to have some Daredevil. Got to have another Daredevil. And you got to grab some Fantastic Four.
Oh wow.
So I'm a big collector of this one, and I finally found the variant cover for it.
Do you like that series?
Yeah, I love that series.
Okay.
And Carlos is gonna get upset, but there you go.
Another. Oh my gosh. I've got a personal copy of that one though.
All right, let me put these in order a little bit. But yeah, I love this series. But I didn't know that they had variant covers, but your boy had to get them. Oh, one more before I show all these off. Got this one, action figure, America Chavez.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, issue number 1. That was a big deal.
Yeah, I don't think they're done with their. All right, so this series.
Oh yeah, there you go.
But they have variant covers, I believe.
Oh, I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, so this is the first print, I think.
Oh wow.
And this is the variant cover.
What?
Yeah.
I've never even seen that book.
Me neither.
Was it just like a B cover or was it a ratio?
I'm not sure. I didn't look it up, but it is a variant cover, or the variant cover to that. So, you had the regular cover, and then you had the beautiful variant cover.
What?
Yep. All right, so that's all I got.
Jeez.
Oh, and I picked up this. Oh, this one. Where's the other one at? Picked up these this week.
Oh yeah, the holiday ones, right?
And then this one's a nice Frank Cho, but you got Sabrina the Teenage Witch, I believe, and Vampirella against Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I did get the one with Beneath the Trees, but I don't know what this is somewhere. Yep. Thank you guys. And like I said, sorry to being late, but yep, Carlos, those will be available on expensive paper, except the variants.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. So now that Paul has come in and completely crushed my pocketbook for the next, I don't know, 2 months or something. Remember, it was a dust. Yeah, it did look like it. It did look like it.
You what?
All right. He was saying number 3 was a Dustin Wynn cover.
Dustin Wynn, really?
All right.
The variant cover, he said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got that one, Paul, with Joker and the Bear.
Yeah, he's talking about Beneath the Trees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Hey, so as promised, we are going to be hitting the goat. This is the goat episode. We're going to be talking about the goat, some of the goat items. I'm gonna drop them in the chat. I want to see what you have to say about them. All right, first up, these are the most obvious thing. All right. And I'm going to be dropping them in the chat.
Emma, you don't got the poster, Emma. Look at that. See, Emma?
I don't think she does.
Yeah,
dude.
I don't think so.
I really don't think she does.
I don't think you do.
Because I don't think anybody else would have all that. All right, first one. Who is the GOAT comic artist? Who is the GOAT comic artist? Chat, let me know. Drop it in the chat and let us know what you think. I'm gonna give. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go first and just throw mine out there. So I think that the GOAT comic artist is Jim Lee, of course. Yeah, I think he has. There's reasons for it. He was part of the '90s boom of comic books. I know that there's Todd McFarlane. I think that Todd McFarlane is the GOAT of a couple different things. I think he's the GOAT business, like entertainment businessman, because he's built up a massive brand. But I now big part of it is nostalgia for me. So I'm going to say GOAT. The GOAT comic artist is Jim Lee. But let's take a look and see what some of the chat is saying before we come back to Paul and get his take. All right, Vic DeGiovanni says George Perez, period, full stop. Joffrey Castro says Jack Kirby. All right, Thunder God also says George Perez, GOAT artist. El Green Machine says Lee. Dagger Card says Todd McFarlane. All right. D. Vader says covers Art Germ all around John Romita Sr. That's right. Okay. Gerald Yates says Jack Kirby also. Okay, so we got a couple of Kirbys, got some Perez's, Lee's, McFarlane's. All right, Paul, what do you think? Hey, you at home, as you're watching, who is the GOAT comic artist to you? Emma Dudley also says Jack Kirby. All right, Paul, what do you think? Who's your
thought about this for a while, and I'm going to agree with Joe Yates, Emma, and I think Jeffrey said it, or
I think so.
Joffrey. So, and I went on basis of Carlos named Jim Lee, Tommy McFarlane. Tommy McFarlane got his blessing from Jack Kirby, and from what I saw on YouTube, they did a documentary on him, and they said the amount of stuff he would get done, because I think he worked on Thor, Journey to Mystery, Fantastic Four. He was working on multiple titles, and nowadays you have like Michael Turner on the cover, but he didn't do the interior. So Jack Kirby did everything: interior, cover, and it was just the way that the inker was saying the amount of work that he did. It's just you wouldn't be able to get a comic book artist today to do that. So I'm giving it to Jack Kirby because those great artists that everybody keeps naming always talk about him. And some of the covers I don't agree with them, but hands down, I'm giving him the title because he started the Silver Age of Marvel, helped them resonate to who they are, and he even created the Third World DC, which is Dark Side. So yeah, I'm giving it to him.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It
Yeah,
does.
the
I need to.
amount of
I
work
need to
he
check out
did that a modern comic book artist wouldn't be able to do that. Covers and interiors, guy, that's great.
Yeah, that is a lot. That is a lot. All right, let me. Okay, so we've got. Let's see, John Byrne for nostalgia, but Lee is phenomenal. But Alex Ross on cover art. All right,
Yeah.
current goat Lee Bermejo. Okay,
Ooh.
Kirby is the most important comic artist of all time. There's no one else even on the Mount Rushmore.
Well, there you
All right,
go.
that
Yeah.
Kirby documentary was amazing. That's true, but I can't stand Kirby's art from a purely aesthetic level. Okay, lots of good discussion here. Okay, so next one that we're going to go ahead and do is all right. Next up, who is the GOAT comic writer of all time? The GOAT comic writer.
Man.
All right. So I'm gonna go and and again I'm just throwing mine out there first to give people time to think about it and to type their answer and to say what they say. I'm gonna throw out somebody that I don't think he gets a lot of praise, but the reason I think he's the GOAT is because after decades in the business, he's still going, he's still writing, he's still fresh, he's still and it's the sheer volume of pages that he's able to produce and his sheer longevity because he's still got multiple major titles on the stands today. So I'm going to pick Mark Waid as the GOAT comic writer of all time, simply by sheer volume of pages. Because that's the thing. There's a lot of comic artists or comic writers that wrote a lot of stuff and then kind of have tapered down or have kind of ramped up, but he has kept steady. And a lot of people consider his runs on the Flash to be one of the greatest runs on the character. A lot of people, I mean, everybody knows Kingdom Come, which is one of the iconic DC comic storylines of all time. There's a lot of others. I mean, and again, I'm not. This is nothing against the like the greats like Roy Thomas, Jerry Conway. Some of these others, but I just feel like just the longevity and the sheer volume that he's covered. My pick is Mark Waid. I think Roy Thomas is up there, but I don't know. What do you think? Who is the GOAT comic writer that you would put up there? All right, let's see who the chat is talking about. Okay, Chris Claremont right out of the gate. Alan Moore, yes. Watchmen, Swamp Thing, Miracle Man. Yeah, no, he has done some incredible work, and League of Extraordinary Gentlemen among them. V for Vendetta, yes. Joe Yates says Grant Morrison and Frank Miller and Chris Claremont. Yeah, those are all solid, really solid picks. All right, Paul, what do you think?
Oh, here it is right here, Emma. I knew you didn't have that one. All right, so I didn't really think about this one too much. I just went off of what I was seeing at the comic shop. I'm gonna have to give it to Scott Snyder. I mean the revolution of Absolute Batman. I mean, today I went to the comic shop, grabbed those books that I showed you. There was two younger kids. Well, he wasn't really. Yeah, he was younger. Both of them asking for Absolute Batman. This thing is a phenomenon, and I think he's also played a hand in one of the other great writers, which is was it James Tinian the Fourth? Right? He
James Tinian the Fourth.
Yeah, he wasn't he off Scott Snyder. because I think he gave
Um,
he shouted him
I
out.
think
One
so.
of the,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
yeah. So I have to give it to him. You know, he's making waves. I mean, there are young readers or young kids, young adults, younger crowd asking for Absolute Batman. This guy's changing the game. You know, I think um, Carlos mentioned Mark Wade. I think he did like 3 issues of Flash, but you know, it's okay. You know, everybody has their own take, but yeah, I'm giving this Scott Snyder. Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, you don't got this one, Emma.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay.
Robert Kirkman.
There's no bad choice for this one. What about Robert? Yeah, I think Robert Kirkman is fantastic. Yeah, Kurt Busiek is another good one. Yeah, Marvels is another one of my favorite miniseries of all times, and he wrote that one. I love it. Just beautiful stuff. All right. Okay, so next one, let's do. Let me see. Okay, now watch how this one is worded.
Yeah, there you go, Emma. I know you're hurting, Emma.
All right.
I know you're hurting, Emma.
Next one. What is the GOAT comic book movie?
GOAT.
Okay, now look at how it's phrased. All right, comic book movie. Any movie based on a comic book, not superhero. Comic book movie. So it's not just superhero. It can be any comic book movie. What's up, Louis V? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for dropping in. Y'all watching Capes and Commentary. Brand new live stream Wednesday nights at 9 here on the Carl's Collects Comics channel. So make sure you're subscribed and you've liked the video so you can be kept up on all the cool stuff we got going on. All right, let's see. Okay, I see a couple of people. Okay, I see a couple of people dropping their suggestions in. Okay, I'm going to go first, and man, this is a hard one. This is really a hard
Please
one.
don't say Blue Beetle. Hallelujah.
Okay, for me, it's a tie between. It's a three-way tie. I have to do a three-way tie. 1978 Superman, the movie. Okay.
Please don't say Blue Beetle.
Right, because that brought a whole different level. That brought a whole different level to filmmaking and comic book filmmaking because of the verisimilitude. That Richard Donner, the director, said verisimilitude, believability. You will believe a man can fly. It just was so earnest and truthful. And then Christopher Reeve, Gene Hackman, yeah, just amazing. Second, in the three-way tie, second one that I would pick would be Iron Man from 2008. That was the start of the MCU, and Jon Favreau, the casting of Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, the faithfulness to the story in a modern time frame, just fantastic. It was an excellent film from start to finish, and just really, really strong launch for the MCU. Third one that I would pick was probably going to feel random, but all the modern comic book movies that we have can all be traced back to one movie from 1998, I think. Blade, the original Blade with Wesley Snipes. The black leather fad or kind of style, the showing like a darker, mature comic character, the reimagining of Blade. He did not look like he does now before that movie. They'd transitioned him some for the 90s, but the Wesley Snipes depiction of the character completely rewrote the book on him, and it showed that comic book movies could be, because before that, I think the most recent comic book movie had been like Batman and Robin. so people weren't really paying attention to it. But they took it, made it dark and gritty and real, and then it was successful. Spawned 2 sequels, and then after that, it's responsible for X-Men being given a budget and a chance, and then from there the MCU grew and became, because remember it predated Spider-Man, even the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, by I think 4 years. So it was definitely ahead of its time, and it definitely still holds up. And I'm really hoping that Wesley Snipes gets to reprise the role. So that's my 3-way tie for the GOAT comic book movies. All right, let's see what people have here. Let's see. It is okay. So somebody asked for clarification. Movie based on a comic book, not the other way around. So not a movie that ended up with a comic book. Movie based on a comic book. Okay, so Vic Giovanni says easy Avengers Endgame. Vader says Endgame. Thunder God says Dark Knight. Vader says really Infinity War / Endgame. Avengers Endgame with the reward of having been a comics nerd for 40 years. That's, yeah, true, valid. All right, the comic book has to come before the movie. Watchmen. Yes, verisimilitude was my secret word of the day. Yeah. Yeah, OG Superman, I have to give you that one. And Iron Man RDJ was excellent casting, yes. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Watchmen, and The Dark Knight Rises. Okay, all those were foundational films, but Avengers Endgame was the pinnacle of what a comic book movie could be. It's been downhill since, and I don't know if it'll ever be that good again. I would make the case, though, that Infinity War was actually a bolder film because of the ending. But just a thought. Blade was great. Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, yes, and Logan. Yes, Logan also was fantastic. All right, Paul, let's hear what you got. GOAT comic book movie.
All right, so I based this off of non-comic book readers like myself and Carlos and maybe everybody in the chat. I went off of like just non-comic readers, what kind of movies they would like. So I'm glad Carlos didn't pick Blue Beetle. I was going to lose it. I was going to leave. Anyway, I chose The Punisher with John Travolta. That's okay. Because my sister and mom are not comic book readers, and they love that movie. They love how John Travolta, I mean, he really carried the movie, not really the actor that played Punisher. But yeah, every time I watch the movie, I can watch it. It's just, I just think it's a great comic book movie. I just based it off of non-comic book people. But yeah, that's my pick. John Travolta, you can say whatever, but he killed it in that movie. Moving the furniture, he knew what was happening. Yeah, he was, and throw his wife over the bridge. And then the train come.
God, that movie was brutal. The way he killed.
And then look. I love all these movies, but to shoot Punisher point blank and he's still alive, hell no, he would have been dead. But anyway, yeah, I picked that movie. So. But y'all gotta watch it. I mean, John Travolta killed it. Yeah,
he was good. He was good.
Got back to him the way he got back to him. Around his family, not just go after him to kill him or to finish him off. I think that was actually a very good plan. You're not trying to dart to the guy; you're just trying to go around and then just circle. So I really like that movie. I think he killed it, but yeah, just maybe people won't agree with me, but yeah, that's the way I'm going.
My biggest gripe with that movie is so random and probably doesn't even matter to.
Yeah, they didn't have monorails. Yeah, Wolverado said it. Yeah,
that's not what it was. It's the fact that it was in Florida instead of New York City, why?
It was in where?
It was in Florida. It was based in. It was based in Florida. It was set in Florida, which I was just like, why? It needed to be in New York City. All right, Vic Giovanni says Thanos is a name that most people know today. 10-year-old me would have called you a liar that day was ever possible. Yeah. Yeah, I know. All right, rest in peace, Ray Stevenson. Ray Stevenson was fantastic. He's a great actor. You know, because he was a scroll. What's his name in the? He was like the best thing about the Ahsoka series. But yeah, he died. That's sad. He was young too. Scary movie. It sounds like. What's up, Mr. Collector? I agree about Return of the Joker, but counted as a very special episode of Batman Beyond. Hey, Return of the Joker was excellent, Andrew Kai. I love that movie as well.
Well,
It breaks my heart that my daughters won't watch. My daughters will not watch. What's it called? Batman Beyond with me.
I won't watch it.
They like the original series, the Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, but in the beginning, when Bruce Wayne gets beat up with a wrench, yeah, there's no way he can make it through that. I'm sorry.
No, because the suit was armored.
Yeah, but take blows like that? No.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty scary, Victor. I don't know. I wouldn't watch it.
All right. Okay. Yeah, The Crow was also a great movie. Tragic. Yeah, no, that was a really good movie too. That was. Yeah, I mean that ranks up. That definitely ranks up there. All right. Okay. So next one. This should get everybody talking because I really want to hear what people are going to say about this.
All right.
All right. Here it is, folks. What is the GOAT superpower?
Oh, wow. Okay.
What is the GOAT superpower? All right. What superpower would you call the greatest superpower of all time? What is the GOAT superpower? For me, like if I had to narrow it down to one superpower, I'm picking super strength. Because I feel like durability goes along with that, so I'm picking like super strength. I don't know if speed, agility, and durability go along with that, but I would pick strength as the GOAT superpower. Well, what do you think, chat? What is the GOAT superpower? What do you consider to be the greatest superpower of all time? Some people might say Professor X's telepathy. I thought about that too, but I ultimately went with super strength. Okay, Mr. Collector says teleportation. That's a really good. Would it be like Nightcrawler, where you had to have line of sight? You had to be able to visualize or have seen where you were teleporting. I don't know. Invisible Woman's current power set. Now she has been like her power set has been like ramped up. She now basically is godlike in what she can do. I like the whole force bubble whatever thing. But yeah. Okay. Gerald Yates says, for me, it's Aquaman and being able to survive and thrive underwater. But remember, he can also communicate with undersea creatures. Chronokinesis, time control. Oh man, you can get in some real trouble with that one. Super strength, flight, or close second. See, I chose super strength instead of flight because I did think about flight also, but then I was like, if you could fly but you're not super strong, that's going to put a lot of limitations on you. Like you could kill yourself if you flew into the side of a mountain. You know, you think about it, like when you think about it, the only reason Superman's flight is cool is because he is also super strong and can survive flying at Mach 3 or slamming into the side of a mountain. If you don't have the super strength, Okay. Emma Dudley says reality warping, esokinesis. That's kind of cool. Vic DeGiovanni says matter eater lad. Okay, interesting. Yes, no, flying would be cool. Now I'm a little bit scared of heights, so I don't think I would pick flying for that reason. But yes, you're right. Flying is up there in the list. All right, Paul. Let's see what you have to say. What is the GOAT superpower?
I'd have to pick speed, like Flash.
Oh,
Super
yeah.
speed,
Okay.
because he did what, Flashpoint, so he can go back in time with his speed, the speed force. See, I'm picking the speed.
Okay. Okay.
And you don't have to be super strong to have speed. But also, like with Carlos, if he ran into a mountain, I guess he'd be done for, I guess. But I think he can also phase, right? He can phase because he's so fast.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he can phase, right? He can go through walls and stuff at a certain speed.
Yeah. Okay. So the Flash is another one whose power set has been greatly amped up in recent years, and he's just a pretty he's another goated character. Super speed. Yeah, because you can do a lot of it. You can do a lot with super speed. All right, let's take a look. Let me see what else. Okay, I almost died from choking at a bug getting in my mouth from just riding my bike. Flight would be disastrous. Again, that's it. You could be a low level flyer. That's right. I'm terrified of heights and flying, though. Wolverine's healing factor. That's a good one because you would live a lot longer. Because remember, he doesn't age. But it never works out. How many Flash have died or been lost because they couldn't change things in the past? Exactly. All right, let's go. Okay, shapeshifter. Yeah, shapeshifter would be pretty cool unless you shift into the wrong person at the wrong time, and then that could turn out real bad. All right, okay. So let's do. We're gonna do a couple more. Okay. All right, this one. Okay, this is still comic centric. Okay. Okay, and we're gonna call it. Okay, we're gonna limit this to just in comics. All right, who is the GOAT romantic duo in comics? Who is the GOAT romantic duo in comics? All right, so I'll jump in first. I'll throw mine out there first. I'm going to go ahead and pick Nightwing and Batgirl, i.e., Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon. Those iterations of the characters. I'm always I'm always going to be behind Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon instead of Dick Grayson and Coriander, who was Starfire. Because those are the two like competing couples. My pick is Barbara Gordon and Dick Grayson. I think they're the greatest romantic duo. I like that they still haven't like officially fully gotten together for the long haul, and they still haven't figured it out. So I think that's kind of cool about them. Okay, Vic DiGiovanni, of course, the classic Clark and Lois. Yes, that's true. The intrepid reporter and the superhero. Very cool. Okay, who is the GOAT romantic duo? Oh man. Okay, Superman and Lois, not Clark. Right. Okay. Yeah. Ralph and Sue Dibney. Yeah, they were. But although I'm a fan of Identity Crisis, I don't. You may hate Brad Meltzer and Identity Crisis if you're a fan of those two, but I love that story. It's tragic, but I love it. Spider-Man and Black Cat. Okay, all right. The GOAT romantic duo in comics. All right, who would you pick? Think about it for a second, Paul. Let's see what she's. Oh, of course. Peter Parker and Mary Jane, Reed Richards and Sue Storm. Yes. Okay. We got some real good suggestions coming in here. All right, Paul. What do you think? Who is the GOAT romantic duo in comics?
Oh, the GOAT romantic. Yeah, I agree with El Green. I would say Batman and Catwoman because one's a good guy, a straight shooter. guy of the people. I follow the rules, and then he's attracted to a woman that just takes diamonds, takes all the money, and then leaves, and then she leaves you on the side of the road, and yeah, yeah, I'm picking Batman and Catwoman because just these two polar opposites, and they are attracted to each other. Miles and Spider Gwen.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, Batman and Catwoman. All right, and then Miles and Spider Gwen for the win. Yeah, they're they're a great couple. They really are. All right, we got just. Oh, okay. We're not doing any of that thruple stuff. All right, Wolverado. I don't know what you into, but we're not doing that. All right. No, we said duo. Okay, I don't care what. What's the comic writer that did that? Who's the guy? Matt Fraction? Is it Matt Fraction? I don't know. Whoever did that, whoever came up with that. Oh God, that's so stupid. Oh my gosh. All right.
That would be like Peter, Black Cat, and Mary Jane. That's the same thing.
Oh my gosh. Okay. No, don't encourage him, Dagger Cards. Don't encourage him. No, we're not.
Superman.
I didn't ask for the GOAT thruple. All right. I asked for the GOAT duo, romantic duo.
Superman, Lois.
And, he's over here with like the X-Men threesome comic run.
Yeah, Wolverado.
Weirdest thing. All right, Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. Okay, that's valid also. I second that, Wolverado. Cap and Peggy. Yes, that was a sweet one. But
Rogue and Gambit.
Was a what tease? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Man, we're getting a little bit ribald in the chat here. All right, so second to last one. They out the X in X-Men. They put the X in X-Men. God, man, you are terrible. All right, here we go. Second to the last one. Who is the GOAT superhero? GOAT superhero. All right. Green Machine threw it in before I could say it. For me, Superman. It's got to be Superman. I think there's a case to be made for Batman, Captain America, and Spider-Man. But I think at the end of the day, Superman just wipes them all out. He's the greatest of all time. He was the original. He's the big one. Let's see. Okay, Mr. Collector says Black Panther and Storm for GOAT romantic duo. See, that's how you do it, Wolverado. It's not Black Panther and Storm and somebody else, All right, so Dagger Card says Wolverine. Mr. Collector says, do I really need to say it? Because, of course, it's Miles Morales. My favorite is Captain America, but Batman is the greatest comics character, says Vic DiGiovanni. No, I said, who is the GOAT superhero? Not greatest comics character. GOAT superhero. All right. Paul, what do you think? What do you think?
So I agree with Carlos and El Green. Without Superman, we wouldn't have superheroes, I guess. I think they had, was he 38? 38? Yeah, I give it to Superman. I say without Superman, you don't get Batman. You don't get half of the characters we see now. But yeah, I give it to.
Yeah.
No way. What? No way. I was gonna say Miles Morales. The hell?
All right. So so Spider. Let's see. All right, so let's see. Okay, we got Spider-Man. Okay, El Green Machine is still on the thruple idea. He wants to add Forge to the Black Panther and Storm marriage, I guess. All right, Emma Dudley says number 1, Superman, number 2, Batman, and number 3, Spider-Man.
Vic I don't know about that one, Emma. I would put Spider-Man number 2.
Never have people wearing the underwear on the outside of their pants. This is true. This is true as well. All right. All right, let's really get it going. All right.
Well, don't bring me into your crap.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Don't bring me into your crap, Wolverado.
Okay. All right, last question of the night. What is the GOAT single comic book issue? The GOAT single comic book issue. That means a comic book issue. It's one single issue. All right, cannot be a storyline or a collected edition or a trade paperback. It has to be one single issue, like a standard issue comic book. What is the greatest of all time single comic book issue? I'm gonna have to go with Action Comics #1, the first appearance of Superman. That's what kicked it all off. Remember, we've talked here on the show that the Phantom is actually the first superhero because he predated Superman by I think a little over a year. But he appeared in newspaper comic strips first, and then Superman was the first comic book superhero, and so I've got to say Superman. I don't think there's really any, for me at least, there's nobody else. And I mean, he's not my favorite super character, but I have to say he's the GOAT. All right, let's see what the chat is saying here. Vic DiGiovanni says X-Men 137. It was when comics were allowed to be epic. Okay. Everybody's is valid. All right. Southern Comic Geek says Rye #7. Okay. All right. Tell us what happens in that one because I don't know Valiant as well. Was that Bloodshot's first appearance? Let me know. Yep. What Carlos said. As much as Superman bores me to death, it's Action 1. Got it all rolling. That's right. Dagger Card says Hulk 181 because obviously first appearance of Wolverine. So these are all valid, because what is your GOAT single comic book issue? All right, Wolverado said, okay, Wolverado's on board with Hulk 181 as well. All right, Paul, what is going to be your take?
All right, so
GOAT comic book issue.
Yep, I agree with everyone. Action 1 started it off, most expensive, most desirable. Yeah, Action 1, every time one goes up for sale, it breaks records, but also, people are buying single pages of that book. That is insane.
That's
we're buying pages of Action Comics 1. Started it all. Iconic cover with Superman crashing the car. I guess he, that's what they used to do back then. To park cars, you just crash them into stuff. But, started it all. Every time one comes up for auction, it breaks records. So, he started it all, comic book wise. GOAT Action #1.
Okay. All right, so let's look. Okay, so I got a couple more in here. Southern Comic Geek says Rye dies fighting Mother God, which allows them to free Solar and win Unity. Okay, Bloodshot's first appearance is Rye 0, which is great too. Okay, just because the trailer is fresh, DC Comics presents 47. I need to get that. The movie looks cool. It looks fun. I'm gonna take the girls to go see it. And hopefully it's not like
I'm gonna send you that thing. They did one of the guys did the trailer with the 80s music.
Oh, dude,
everybody lost it.
Yeah, I need to see that.
If that really happened, everybody's like, I got goosebumps. I would love to go watch the movie with the 80s
the original. Yeah, that would be. I need to watch that. I need to look for that. All right, Southern Comic Geek says Marvel graphic novel #1, The Death of Captain Marvel. Oh my gosh, that's
didn't he die of cancer, right, or something?
Cancer. He died of cancer, and which was wild to think about. All right, folks, thanks so much for watching Capes and Commentary episode 2. This is the GOAT issue. Tune in next week for us for the Valentine's Day special episode. We're going to have some fun stuff going on there, and looking forward to y'all being with us. Oh wait, G.I. Joe 21 was just an incredible piece of art. Yeah, it was. G.I. Joe 21 was fantastic. Really good stuff. All right, so hey, we're gonna go ahead and sign it off now. I did not play it at the top, but I was gonna go ahead and play it now and let y'all take a look at it and see what you think of this one. Folks, hey, you've been watching Capes and Commentary with me and Paul tonight. Looking forward to seeing you next week for the second episode. Again, this is Capes and Commentary. Check this out.
Biggie?
All right. Well, hey, thanks so much for being here tonight with us and for hanging out. It has been good seeing y'all. Let's see. Okay. Ultimate Comics, all new Spider-Man 5 Batman. Can't pick this one right. What's up, Big Shaq? Good to see you. Glad that you're dropping in.
Feeling better, buddy.
Hey, folks, y'all take care. Have a great night, and we will see you. I'll see you Friday. Remember, we're dropping the top 10 Predator comics video. That's going to drop at 9, and then at 9:30, Carlos and Friends, the members-only live stream, will be going live. So thanks for tuning in tonight. Make sure and take care. Have a great night. We will see you on the next episode of Capes and Commentary. Thanks.